So, Hart, I'm very sorry to say, but right now you almost make a bit of a fool out of yourself by saying this. Judges, they told me I need to face straight. No turning, no twisting, straight front, that's it. I have to do it this way. And I said, okay, Brandon, please, I can pose aesthetic and I know it. And the last competition I was doing it my style. And then they've been criticizing me. They said, last time it was not good because Joesthetics didn't even know how to do the front pose correctly because you always stand to the side. There's some also more personal things that I don't even want to address with anyone because it's very private about me. Hola amigos, what's up poppin'? Brother, just real quick, we're gonna just react to Hart McGrath is his name. And he's a guy makes videos, I believe, about men's physique stuff. To be honest, I didn't watch it too much. It's more that people always, they keep sending me that stuff. And yeah, so let's jump right in.
Posing. So many guys focus on their physiques and getting it ready for stage, but they miss the most important ingredient of all. And Joesthetics missed this, and I feel bad for the dude. Someone, Joe, hit me up. Let me help you with posing. If Joesthetics knew...
Okay, so, Hart, I'm very sorry to say, but right now you almost make a bit of a fool out of yourself by saying this. I'm very sorry, but you need to stay a bit more humble. You understand? Because you don't know maybe, but I was trying to practice the posing actually with Brandon Hendrickson, okay? And if you look here now, like we are on this, okay? We're trying so many ways and all this what we do. And like, I've been there for like 45 minutes and I was going through the poses with him and we are discussing all the stuff because I'm telling him, hey, Brandon, I have the issue that my hands and my arms are very long. So the way I should be doing the poses, let's say like the IFBB ones. Bro, I tell you, I can pose pretty good. And I know how to show my physique off nicely. But this is not exactly the way that these IFBB poses should be done. For example, even like in this picture. But if you now ask me, like, I believe that this picture is actually quite good because I have no more ways really to hit the pose because of my long arms. And then also one thing that you just don't know, this is why it's just a bit arrogant from your side to just put out all these claims. And the title of your videos, Joesthetics hate me and is a sore loser. And I don't hate you, bro. Well, I don't even know you, man, bro. Like, who are you even that I should hate you, bro? It's just funny I just hate, in general, like, I not hate, but I'm just laughing about lots of people making videos, don't fact checking or doesn't even know. For example, I have a mesh in my stomach here right now from a hernia that I had and I had to do a surgery. So my problem is when I'm doing upright and I keep my chest more up and wide, blah, blah, then they say, now squeeze your abs. Let's say like maybe a bit more this dude is, he's a bit more upright. But if I'm doing it, I cannot. Like the mesh inside is pulling in my stomach and I kind of have a lean bit more over, for example, from the side. It's like, shh, like this. While you think you should stay like this and now squeeze, then I can't squeeze the abs so hard because I have that mesh inside from the hernia surgery. But I guess you didn't know. Obviously, you didn't know. And the next thing that you obviously also didn't know is that you insult Brandon Hendrickson here really bad, kind of. Because let's say, how should him also feel now looking at your video and you sit there and you say, hey, Joe, you know, you're posing a shit, bro. If you need hit me up, bro. I'm helping you. I'm fixing your posing. And then him and me, we would look at each other like, who the fuck is this dude, man? Like, you are a fan of the sport, that you have to just name it also how it is. You're observing this and you have probably a lot of experience and knowledge and all that stuff. I'm not taking that away from you. And I believe you could also help me with the posing. But imagine after I'm telling you all the things about me, you would come to the same conclusion and say, that is the way you should do in the pose. Yep. Then you get me. Or if we come back and you would allow me to be a bit more twisted, you get me? If I'm twisting, then it's easier for me to make my physique and my abs and my stomach and that all with the shoulder look much better. But let's say we've been discussing Brandon and me and we're going through and he's like, the front pose is like this. I say, yeah, the judges, they told me I need to face straight. No turning, no twisting, straight front, that's it. I have to do it this way. And I said, okay, Brandon, please, you know, I can pose aesthetic and I know it. And the last competition, I was doing it my style. And then they've been criticizing me. They said, yeah, last time it was not good because Joesthetics didn't even know how to do the front pose correctly because you always stand to the side, like he twists and stuff. So I say, okay, this time no twisting, no turning. It's not the way that it's not the way I want to do the pose here. This is really not the way, and I don't think this is looking the best. I agree. But I ask him, what is the thing? What does the judges want?
How to pose. He could have won this show or placed better. Joesthetic does not know how to pose, and it's killing him. And I feel for this guy because
no, it's not killing me. The thing is killing me that this is the way I should do the pose, and I'm like, I think this doesn't look the best, but this is what the IFBB standard requirements are. That is a straight front pose, blah, blah, blah. So that's what you have to do. And I'm like, okay, then, okay, with Brendan, we discuss it. We find a way, we make it look the best for this, for what we have to work with, you know, but my body have to work with, considering the mesh inside, my long arms and all these things that we have to consider. This is already the best it was getting. And then let's say someone like you comes along and says, doesn't know how to pose and it's killing me, but it's not killing me. It's that I'm thinking like, there's another way I could do the post
he's
better.
Such a good guy. You go on his Instagram, you read his posts, and he's such a dope, humble dude, but he just cannot win a men's physique show. Joesthetics looks so fucking freaky on Instagram, but you put...
Yeah, and bro, I look as freaky in real life as on Instagram. No doubt about that. And if you meet me in real life, I'm promising you, you will be like, whoa, looks freakier than I thought. Even better than on Instagram. Because every time I meet someone in real life, they tell me this. Mark my words, bro. Everyone else sees me when I'm coming to the US soon. Mark my words. You will see me in real life and you will be surprised like, fuck, the dude is not short. He's actually quite massive. But the competition here is just, I'm in the tall category also, bro.
Put him on stage and you compare him with other guys who are the best at what they do in men's physique. And understand.
No, it's also just that some people eventually have a bit of better of a structure for their body for exactly these two men's physique poses to make them look better.
Pose and sculpt their physique in a very completing way. Joe can't win that. Joe, do not give up. You're not a shitty athlete.
No, I don't give up, bro. Obviously, we can never give up. It's like, it's just about, you know, your strengths and weaknesses and maybe you just proceed a different way. Giving up has never been an option, bro. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. And I'm a bit longer in the game even than you, and I've seen a bit more than you. For example, I look like this since 5 years, and if I would have 3 years ago been in the same look going to the stage, what do you think? Would I already have a pro card? Did the level in terms of masculinity increase a lot in the last 2-3 years? I don't know. You tell me, bruh.
Which divisions? I really think you can be a pro men's physique guy. You have the physique. Don't give up. I can believe in you, bro. So, boys, Joesthetics responds to my video. 2 days ago, I threw up a video.
No, it's not against your video, bro. It's not been against your video. Sorry, you are not that important yet. It's not been your video, actually.
Did pretty good. It was about Joesthetics and losing another men's physique show. And the guy responded to the video, but it wasn't in the way that I thought it was. And before I read this off, before I break it down, because I do have a lot of criticism with the way he responded, because in my eyes, I just see and hear a lot of excuses from Joe, and I don't want you guys to really listen to too much of what he's saying. There's parts that I really agree with, and then there's parts that Joe says, and I'm like, what? That's just excuses, bro. Don't give up. I want you guys to understand, Joe is the most popular man on earth competing in men's physique. There is no one else that has as many followers as Joe that competes in men's physique. 9 million followers. Imagine the pressure to perform for Joe. So I do feel for you, Joe.
Yeah, trust me, bro. Thank you for feeling for me. And it's definitely a lot of pressure. Like, I'm now, after the competition, off all that stuff, and I was really just using a minimal dose. Like last time, you know, I was using TRT and 100 Primo, and this time it was TRT and some other compound a little bit. And then I'm again standing on stage next to like really juiced up guys. And again, therefore I give myself big big credits that I look actually incredible next to these people for the amount of stuff that I'm using. And what you also didn't know again is that when I went on stage, bruh, I was again flat as fuck. I haven't had the time management right again, and I was just sitting there and then not pumping up, and then I have to rush on stage. While the guy next to me had with his huge shoulders, bruh. Like, I'm telling you, if I'm in the gym pumping up my shoulders, it's also a different story. Like, but again, I was on stage just flat, man, and that's a regret that I have in this extent. Okay, so let's see what you got to say about this
Let's
text,
take a
right?
look on his response. Joe Lindner, aka Joesthetics, the man himself, says, but Brandon Hendrickson and me went over the poses.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys don't understand it's already the best look like this. Joe, it's your second show. You're not going to be perfect at posing with Brandon. He says, I've had bad long arms for this. Shoulders not pop enough. Both things you can improve on.
How can you improve it without using more stuff? And how can you, like, obviously improve is through pumping up your shoulders before you go on stage, which I just, again, didn't do. But again, if you have a real understanding about structure and physique, like, watch my other video, by the way, then you will understand what I mean with the shoulders and that pop. It's just a combination of that long arm and the shoulder that is preventing it a bit from popping as good as it could in the pose. Also, it's my second show. It's actually also not true, you see. It's already my fourth show, actually.
He says, I'm pretty happy with the show, but the level was just very high, which I agree with. Amateur Asian men's physique show.
Yes, bruh. Look at the show that was in March, for example, the pro show, and look at the top 5 there, and look at the amateur show top 5 in my show, and let me know what you think about that.
Are very competitive over there. Very competitive. Everyone over there has amazing shapes and knows what they're doing. He goes on to say, I'm pretty happy with the show, but the level is just very high. I improve a lot to last time. What was my goal, and I myself can't find a way to pose to make it look really good. And that also makes me just want to go, or not want to go again, because I'm not made for the competition part of fitness. You are made for the competition part of fitness, Joe.
Yeah, but like I said, again, there's these things that you don't understand also about having a mesh in your stomach and all that stuff. It's just, and having the alien gains. Have you ever considered that the alien gains is a very bad cramp, and that I, in fact, to get dry as these people get with diuretics and all that stuff, that I cannot do it. And then I'm competing. This is the same as we go to war and I'm fighting you now with a fucking sword, but you have a pump gun. You know, you have a fucking bazooka. And I'm just like, oh yeah, I would also want to use the bazooka, let's say, but maybe it's too heavy for me. You get me? Like, my body is in this extent not made for the competition, in extent to squeeze out more water, because I'm having these crazy cramps, bro. I cannot move, I cannot squeeze, I cannot flex, I cannot pose. And that is also something that I mean. You get me? Like, there's not only about the physique, bro. There's also all that about all that stuff. You get me?
You just need to keep improving. Again, this was your second show. Guys compete 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times before they win a show. Some never win a show and just love to compete. Anyways, Joe goes on to say, also it makes me not enjoy my life anymore because of the stupid hard diet like this. And I completely agree.
That is really something, you know, bro. Let's say if you see me, for example, right now, nice shape, looks pretty good. It's okay dry, can take nice videos, feel good, look good, everything good, happy. If you keep pushing into that graininess and take whatever, for example, trend or whatsoever, maybe you become a miserable motherfucker. And then if you are like an athlete and you just hide at home, blah, 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 you can do it. Or if you live for the sport, like my friend Sebastian, he lives the sport. But for me personally, shouldn't I be making nice videos for you guys and entertain you? Or should I be miserable because I have to do this diet stuff? And I'm doing 2-3 hours of cardio a day and all this, man, you know?
I don't compete anymore. One of the biggest reasons is because of my diet. I like to enjoy a lot of food and feel good and feel healthy. So Joe, I do get that part. He says, I'm super happy. And the dude making this video doesn't have any real facts or info. He's just guessing, which is fine. Joe, There are no hidden facts that I don't know of. What do I not know?
I mean, do you know about the mesh and stuff, bro? I don't think so. Do you know about these cramp issues and something about my blood work and all that with magnesium, potassium, and sodium and my electrolytes? Do you know about my personal conditions? I don't think so, actually, bro. Like, there's some also more personal things that I don't even want to address with anyone because it's very private about me and that no one knows. So definitely there is some stuff that you don't know.
You need to sculpt your physique in a more proportionate way. You need to get better at posing. Those are the only two facts that...
Sure, but again, you make a bit of a fool out of yourself if you just keep saying that I cannot pose and it's killing me, while the 3 times world champion would show it to you. Again, imagine like how, if Brandon Hendrickson now sees your video, how would he think about you? You know? Then also now again, you should also maybe say, hey, Brisson, bro, like even Brandon help you. It's been probably pretty good. But even with his help, I still see a lot of room for improvement, for example, like this. And let's say, don't say the posing was shit. Do you understand? If you say it's shit or not good, then you make yourself look bad. If you just say like, his posing was quite all right, but I'm so convinced he can make it look so much better even still. I'm happy to see him even practicing more and finding another way maybe or something like this. You know, you also have to see the wording you use is quite in this extent, like I said, it comes across arrogant. If you say...
by watching the video, Joe.
Ask me.
He says, but I say it again, I don't like my own look and can't find a way to pose to men's physique to make my physique shine. Still delivered on every aspect of size and quality here. Nice, Joe. Nice. He says also, not willing to take the drugs. Again, I completely agree. Another reason why I don't compete, I don't like upping my PEDs. My hormones go crazy. I'm not a fan of it. I like to stay on an HRT dose of testosterone and feel fucking amazing all year round. So, Joe, I get that part. He says it's not...
And also, 1 second real quick, the dude who made the video, that was not even you. Like... There's more videos out there, bro. I swear there's more videos, but I'm just now coming back to your video because you again make this video, bro. But just like, just relax, dude. Like, we are maybe all not that crazy important like you believe. And the world is not just turning around us. And there's a lot of things that I got upset about these people. More, not only you. That spit some interesting facts that they didn't know. Like I said, there's all that, for example, with the mesh again, and personal conditions that you just also don't know, alien gains, and so on. And then I'm watching this and just people like, yeah, you know, like, just don't know how to pose. And I'm salty and whatever.
But for me, I enjoy my TRT dose only and feel good with this for a happy life.
For example, here you see Jeremy Pofton and he's perfectly twisted. Like, I also would love to do the pose this way because it looks so much better in my physique. And I was asking Brandon Hendrickson, and this time we just decided to not do this and do this fucking straight pose that maybe doesn't look the best. But if you get me, like, if this is the same, like, you have a driving license test, okay? And then this is the way you have to reverse back park in, you know? And then you drive there forward, and then you drive in forward like this. And then you say, yeah, but this is my way of parking. And then the teacher or the guy from the exam will say, not pass, sorry. It's like, yeah, this is also, it worked, and this is your style, and it was good, but it is not the way you should show off here in the fucking exam, dude. Like, you need to do it this way. You get me? So that is the only reason I was doing it also. Like, understand again, you didn't know all that stuff.
So I was wondering when we'd hear when Jeremy Pofton's returning to the stage, he says, I'm blank weeks out. Let's go Team Zero Gravity. Holy shit, boys. It's gonna...
Anyways, this should be it. Wrap up the video, bruh. Now you know about more stuff. Hart McGrath, bro, I don't hate you. And I was watching all of these videos from your side. The only thing is just like, be more humble. Like, be a tiny bit more humble. I'm also around in the scene for many, many years now, okay? And again, if I would have competed for my pro card 3 years ago, for example, ask yourself if my current physique that is the same since 5 years, if 3 years back my same physique would have easily won the pro card, just ask yourself. And then now I'm at this level because maybe just that the competition got harder and harder and these guys get bigger and bigger. Maybe now it's just not that easy. And also if you look back at men's physique pros from 2017, how they look. Just look back how Jeremy Buendia and these guys looked when they claimed the fucking Olympia titles, bruh. Like, there's all these amateurs right now, they look way better. And yeah, that should be it. We are all just fans of the sport, same as me. And I'm happy to keep providing content for you, but mostly just keep it positive. And I'm, in this extent, not a sore loser, bruh. Like, obviously, you try to use these clickbait titles to make a bunch of views with my name and all that. And I actually don't really know if you really are a fan, because you wouldn't say like, we love you, Joe, blah, blah, blah. Like, but then you also talk in this way. Again, just zoom out of from a third perspective, see it from there and ask yourself, maybe a bit more humble, bro. Because like you are very good in making it sound nice and positive and calm and, oh, I'm not attacking anyone actually, but actually I'm quite attacking you here. But I sit here in my setup studio and I'm talking really calm and this is just the way it is. But in the end, you're still attacking people. Right. Have a nice day. Enjoy. For me, it's now time to smash these chicken legs, bruh. And yeah, so far so good out. Like I said, I'm quite happy with my current look. Everything, you know, it's like after competition, I stopped using everything beside my TRT dose. Was going to the blood work again, check everything. Top, man. Adios, amigos. Chicas, of course.